Well, we all know that milk comes from a jug, eggs come from a carton, and honey comes from a jar, right? And you find them all at the grocery store. Well, that is what a lot of our youngsters think. So for the last few years, the Marion County Farm Bureau has hosted what it calls Ag Ventures to introduce second graders to agriculture. Joe Hartley has more.
For the vast majority of these children, it is their introduction into agriculture. If you ask them where milk comes from, it's Publix, Walmart, Target, or whatever. They have no idea about where a hamburger comes from. You know, marshmallows come from cows. So they don't understand this. A lot of their teachers don't understand it.
For the last 5 years, the Marion County Farm Bureau has hosted about 600 second graders for an up-close introduction to agriculture.
They come in and we have some special gift bags that we send home with them that has a lot of different material and games on agriculture. Same for the teachers. They get lesson plan ideas and so forth. They each get a bandana that they can wear throughout the day, and then they get to take that home. But then they're exposed to at least 6 different commodities, and we try to stick with commodities that are here in Marion County that are produced right here, so they get to see, you know, what our farmers in our local area do for a living and produce for them.
It's intended to be fully hands-on. Each station is meant so that the kids aren't just learning something, but they're participating in some way. So like in the honey station, they didn't get to have the live bees this year because it's too cold. That would destroy the bees, but they got a honey stick so they could taste what real honey is. The goats, of course, are jumping all over the place, and they get to pet those. The horses here, you know, they get to pet those. So the citrus trees, they get to simulate picking citrus off the trees and tasting orange juice. So it's meant to be as hands-on as we can possibly make it. And they're excited, you know, about citrus and or the goats, so they want to learn more about agriculture.
This year, the number of students nearly doubled to more than 1,100.
We have lots of classes and teachers that come year after year, and that was kind of what our goal was this year, is we didn't want to turn anyone away. Yes, that's a lot of kids, but we think it's such a valuable experience for them, and so anybody who wanted to come, we wanted to make it happen for them, and we're very thankful we were able to.
It is a great field trip because it's so important that our children learn about agriculture. So many of them are just never around it at all.
We learned about citrus fruit, and we learned about bees, and we learned about what's inside the forest and stuff. I like the goats. They're pretty cute. You know, we had horses too, and I like the horses.
The second graders weren't the only students participating in Ag Ventures.
This year we have a number of students that are leading some of our sessions. They're doing an awesome job, and so we want the kids to know that they can participate in that way as they get older as well.
I feel like it's a great experience for us and for the little kids too. I mean, it's something that we don't really get to do. It's better than just sitting in a classroom. We're learning a lot more. It's learning a lot about leadership is what I feel like is really coming through here.
Ag Ventures is presented in late February so that it coincides with the Southeastern Youth Fair. It's good timing there.